but we are going to exchange this with this. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another product review. We've actually just had an Amazon delivery and we have HID to LED bulbs. Now if you drive a pre-facelift 350 you'll know the headlamps on them are really dim, they're really rubbish. So I'm going to try these out. Now they are very different. So the headlamp LED bulbs go in and then they have a converter. Now I've not opened these yet, you just saw me get out the section. They are the D2Rs, so the set that should be going into the non-facelift model. So let's open up and see what we get for our money, shall we? So let's have a quick look. Let's just open it up. So I'm going to fit these and I'm going to just have the one on so you can then see what the difference is. Got a full instruction booklet. They do look pretty damn fancy. So you can see there's the actual LED bulb, which is pretty cool. Massive, great big fan on the back. And there's your conversion kit. So that plugs into your normal HID. Like I say, I found the HIDs absolutely awful. Right, well let's go and fit one now. And then what we're going to do is try to put it against the wall so you can see what it looks like with the HID and what it looks like with the LED bulb. Right, let's get to it. Okay, so that's the HID out. I've done another video to show you how to remove these and how to put them back in. There's a link up there to it. I'm just going to compare what we're taking out to what we're going to put in. So you saw me show you when I unwrapped them, but we are going to exchange this with this. So as you can see, there's a lot of difference there, right? But it goes in exactly the same way that the other one came out. The only difference being is there's our connector. Hold on. There's our connector on the end, which is on a wire, and normally it goes on the back of the HID. Right, let's get that one in. Let's see how it goes. Right, so now what we've got to do is we've got to locate this bulb. So you put the clip in, the clip goes in, you locate your bulb, and then you tighten your clips down. There's one, left a bit of thing behind, a bit of glove behind. It's a bit fiddly, you can't really see what I'm doing, so I apologise. Okay, so you can see both clips are now clipped on and the bulb is tight in its place. Right, now the difference between, like we said, the bulb and the fitment, so this is the original HID mount. Goes onto the back of the bulb. Now what we do is this goes in and locks in like the original did. That's it. So what that does do is we need to locate that somewhere. It comes with a sticky pad, but I'm not happy with the sticky pad, so I think I'm probably just going to cable tie this up here somewhere out of the way. Now the only thing that it doesn't tell you is you do need to make a hole in here to take that wire through, which is not the best thing in the world, but we're going to give it a go and see what happens. And we're going to put some sealant on it as well. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the rubber seal. We will oil it up in a second. So what I've done is I have grabbed my Dremel, right, and I'll just use a small cutting blade when I can find it. Here it is, my little small cutting blade, because all I want is a little nick really. So this is where the bottom is, that's where it locks in. So I'm just going to do a little nick in here so it comes out, but then I'm going to put the rubber seal back on top of it. So let's just turn this on. Obviously wearing my protective glasses. Okay, so I have taken a little chunk out. I'm just going to use my screwdriver just to pry it out. I haven't removed a large amount because it's not a big cable. That's both cables. So you get the one from the head and one from the LED. So you can see the hole that I've done is probably just about big enough for the wire. So I'm going to cut that bit out. Okay, so there you go, that's a little nick that I've done. Now I'm going to run my wires through that and I'm going to put the rubber seal back over the top. So now what we're going to test is, was this hole big enough? So obviously that's got to go back on there. Well, it fits the black one. Will it fit the head one? Maybe a little bit tight, a little bit more gap, I think maybe. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think we need to go a bit further in. So we're just going to nick this back, just to come back this way a little bit more. Right, so you can see, that's just going a little bit further back and hopefully push that wire out the way. So we put the head wire through, which has obviously got like a mesh stuff over it, and then the bulb wire. There we go. Now I don't think that's actually going to go anywhere, to be honest. I don't think, if you look. Ah, you're still here. Well, that's really cool. Thanks for staying. Hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and don't forget to check out our description. Well, let's get back to the video. We use our trusty little screwdriver to push that in a bit, but you can see that's now level with that. That's not going to interfere with that. Obviously, what we do need to do is put our rubber seal back over the top. So, underneath all of these, and back over the top of this. Making sure the rubber seal is going in the correct place, obviously. And like I said, we've just oiled it back up. So hopefully, when we now put this back, it will create a very nice seal. Okay, so line it back up again, you'll find the right holes. Again, it's like the bulb, find the right section that you need to be in, and it will clip in. There it is. Now rotate to lock. Bottom bit didn't go in. Rotate to lock, and there it is, all locked. Right, so you can see the rubber seal is all the way around. I'm very happy with that. I don't think it's going to need any extra sealant. What I do want to do is just cable tie this out of the way, because obviously the harness is going to go back in. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cable tie it to the wiring down here, so it's out of the way. Okay, so we're down here. I'm just going to cable tie this so it doesn't go bashing around and flying around everything and getting damaged. I think we're going to go with this cable up here, and I'm going to run it actually round the head so it doesn't bounce around. It's not flapping about all loose. Okay, so it's now part of that wiring that sits there. Right, we can now cut this cable tie that was down here. Cut this cable tie. It says, cut that cable tie. Look, it's falling in quite nicely. That all pushes back in, and now we just need to clip it all back in. Right, should we give it a test and see if it works now? Let's line you up here, turn the bulb off. Okay, so there's the headlamp. Turn the ignition on. Wow, okay, I'm blind looking in that one. Is there a lot of difference? We'll find out tonight, but to be honest, that looks, well, I mean, I can't even get the camera to actually focus on it. We're on this side. You can't see it on the camera, but there is a rather large difference. I mean, I can't actually, standing here in an eye line, I can't actually look at it, it's that bright. Whereas on the other side, I can actually stare directly at it, and it's not nice, but it's definitely not as bright. Oh, I'm blind now. Okay, so what I've actually done is I've covered up the garage entrance a little bit. I'm going to turn these lights off and turn the headlamps on and see if we can see a difference between the two sides. A lot darker in here than it was a minute ago. So we're just going to give it a go, see if we can see. Normal lights, full beam. Actually, looking at that, you can see the beam level over that side. That is a hell of a lot brighter on that side than it is over there. Hopefully you can see that. You can hear the whole LED buzzing away, the fan. But you can see kind of how bright that is compared to how bright this is. There is definitely a difference. I'm hoping you guys can see it's quite a big difference. Okay, so it's now night time, it's very dark outside. I'll turn the light off in a minute, you'll see how dark it is. We're going to see if these headlamp bulbs are any different. So one of them obviously is the new LED version and the other one is the original HID. Right, so let's turn this light out, see how dark it is. Obviously pitch black, you can't see me. So I'm looking straight out into the garage. Let's try that side lights and headlamps. Now you can plainly see on the right hand side that is so much brighter. I mean, I'm going to step you outside now so you can plainly see how much brighter it is on the right hand side. Okay, so we're actually going to test this now to see what it's like in the dark. So this is normal dip beams and look at that, it's suddenly you can see what's going on in the world. To be honest, I'm seriously impressed with them. We're gonna go down a couple of little dark roads and you'll see even more so what I mean. Okay, I think we've got a couple of dark roads if we go down this way. So let's have a wander down these roads. See how dark it is down here. Look, it is just illuminated. That is such a difference. I can actually see where I'm going. I'm quite happy to now drive in the dark. It has totally changed these headlamps. I've got to say that is seriously worth every single penny. We're going to go down this bit here as well because it's extremely dark as well. Look at that. I mean, difference. Let's turn these off for a second. Pitch black. That is very, very cool. And with my spot lamps at the same time, even better, just lights up a bit more. That's absolutely epic. Well, I can definitely recommend these LED bulbs. Definitely go and get yourself a set. And they do definitely change how the pre-facelift headlamps react.